unexpected ending for Miss Bahamas Universe. A former deputy prime minister suggests a political comeback. And Prime Minister Perry Christie insists that the remaining BAMSI contracts have all risk insurance. We've got those stories and a whole lot more. I'm your host, Krishna Virgil, and this is the Tribune's Top 5. Grand Bahamian beauty Tommy Culmer shocked her supporters this week when she announced that she was stepping down as the reigning Miss Bahamas Universe. On Tuesday, Thomasina Culmer said she was resigning as the reigning Miss Bahamas Universe for personal reasons. The Miss Bahamas organization released a statement announcing the 23-year-old Grand Bahamian's resignation and thanked her for her service to the Bahamas and to MBO over the past few months. They said they wished her every success in her future endeavors. On Miss Culmer's Facebook page, she posted, quote, "To my wonderful followers, I take this time to inform you that due to certain circumstances and situations, I felt it necessary to relinquish my title as Miss Universe Bahamas 2014. I thank you all for your love and support during this life-changing journey," end quote. She represented the Bahamas at the Miss Universe contest in Miami in January. MBO said it would make a determination on the future of the title in the coming weeks. The process of choosing a new title holder at the Miss Bahamas beauty pageant, scheduled for August 23rd, will begin shortly. The cultivation of marijuana in the country is increasing, with last year resulting in the seizure and eradication of more marijuana plants than 2012 and 2013 combined, according to the United States Department of State International Narcotics Control Strategy Report 2015. The report also once again named the Bahamas as one of the major money laundering countries and jurisdictions in the world. The report further indicated that while cocaine use in the Bahamas seems to have diminished, experimental and chronic use of marijuana, including among adolescents, remains a concern. In addition, the number of marijuana plants destroyed via manual eradication surpassed the total number of plants eradicated in 2012 and 2013 combined, a possible indicator that traffickers are establishing new sources of marijuana destined for both local and international markets. Op-ed operations in 2014 resulted in the seizure and eradication of more marijuana plants than in any previous year on record, a possible indicator that marijuana cultivation in the Bahamas is on the rise. Seizure data from 2014 also suggests that smugglers increasingly traffic mixed loads of various forms of drugs through the Bahamas. The report said that this country's national anti-drug strategy placed significant emphasis on drug abuse awareness, demand reduction, and treatment policies, adding programs in these fields would be enhanced by additional resources. Former Deputy Prime Minister Brent Simonet told the Tribune this week that re-entering the political arena is still on the table. The former St. Anne's MP said a return to politics was not off of the table, as he insisted that the country's economic and social well-being continue to suffer. Mr. Simonet, 60, painted a grim picture of the Bahamas' future, saying if the Christie administration continues to fail to fulfill its promises and change the country's course, he would have no choice but to run for office in the next general election. Mr. Simonet said, quote, "For the record, as a Bahamian, I am incredibly concerned about the future of this country under this Christie-led government. I hope that the Christie administration can get its act together and make it better for Bahamians, although I don't see much hope of that with the way they are going at this moment. So on the record, yes, it is a possibility that I could run for office again," end quote. Following the FNM's victory in the May 2007 general election, Mr. Simonet was sworn in as Deputy Prime Minister. He also was given the post of Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration. However, Mr. Simonet did not contest his St. Anne's seat in the 2012 general elections, which saw the FNM defeated by the PLP. FNM MP Hubert Chipman now represents the area. It was lights out, and they remained out for hours for thousands of Bahamas Electricity Corporation customers over the weekend. The blackout, which lasted for up to 36 hours in some parts of New Providence, will cost taxpayers an estimated $500,000. Chairman of BEC Leslie Miller said a fire in the trenches on Friday could have easily been prevented if employees had simply done their jobs. The accusation enraged the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union, who said unless Mr. Miller is fired, they will not support BEC's restructuring process. President of the union, Paul Maynard, rejected Mr. Miller's claims and insisted that a fault occurred in the system causing a fire and the subsequent meltdown. He said the government will see what will happen if it does not get rid of Mr. Miller. Works Minister Philip Brave Davis sided with BEC staff, saying that he was satisfied that the island-wide blackout did not occur as a result of negligence by employees at BEC. Mr. Davis said having personally visited the site and discussing the matter with BEC's management and technical staff, it is regrettable that anyone was blamed for the outage. Nation's chief this week told reporters that the remaining BAMC contracts all had risk insurance. However, this contradicts what State Works Minister Arnold Forbes said. State Works Minister Arnold Forbes stood by his previous statements that the contracts issued by the ministry are being reviewed to see if they include insurance. Mr. Forbes said, quote, "I'm the kind of person who likes to be sure what is going on and that everything is right. Based on that, it's difficult for me to tell you everything is up to date at this point in time because we are still looking into it," end quote. Prime Minister Perry Christie did not explain the basis of his confidence when he told reporters on Wednesday that he was told all the contractors working at BAMC have insurance. In view of the contradiction, F&M Deputy Leader Peter Turnquest questioned who, if anyone, gave Mr. Christie insight into the matter. He also suggested that the Prime Minister's statements may have been in an attempt to stem the flow of criticism over the matter, which has dominated headlines for several weeks. The House of Assembly's Public Accounts Committee has said it wants to investigate matters relating to BAMC contracts. They also want the PAC hearings, once they start, to be televised and carried on the radio. Mr. Turnquest, who is one of the 3 opposition members who sits on the committee, said the group sent out formal requests for information concerning the contracts on Thursday. Last month, Deputy Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis said during a House of Assembly session that the BAMC dormitory damaged by fire in January had contractors' all-risk insurance. However, he said at the time of the fire, the policy had lapsed because the contractor had not paid for an extension. However, last week he admitted to parliamentarians that the building was never insured. He said he did not know this until he reviewed the contractor's file on March 2nd. Want to get in on the discussion? Well, here's so you can. Just log on to our website at www.tribune242.com. Like us on Facebook, the Tribune News Network. Send us a tweet at Tribune242 or subscribe to our YouTube page, Tribune242.